Hey guys, welcome back to Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. uh, when we last left off, we're playing as Yui right now when she was in school. Uh, we met Tsukasa, her friend, and I think she's also kind of into him a little bit. And then we also met some old lady that had a paper doll scrap and was telling Yui not to go to school. And that was a little creepy. Like I said, I'm thinking kind of time travel kind of crap or something. But yeah, so let's keep going. It's already about 5, getting dark out, but kind of story was to believe. I have until 7 before anything bad might happen. Oh yeah, they were talking about Yoshi going down the halls. Is it Satoko, right? Sachiko. Yeah. Sachiko going to his mother going around the halls.
だから怖がる必要なんてないと
As I
そう自
continue
分に言い聞かせて廊下を進む
winding, what? As I continue winding my way down the corridor, I just kept telling myself there's nothing to be afraid of.
それでも下駄
Even
箱にた
so,
どり
it
着
felt
くま
like
で
it
の時
took an
間が
extra
やけ
long
に長
time
く
to
感
reach
じ
the
られ
shoe
た
lockers.
あーダメだやっぱり怖い
Man, I'm such a scaredy cat. Okay, before that, I really like the shoe locker thing. Like, whenever I watch anime and stuff like that, just like, I, like, whenever people have, like, notes put into them and stuff like that, it's all very cute. And, like, having somewhere, like, taking off your shoes there so they don't get, like, dirty over the hallways and stuff like that, I think it's a really, really good idea. But then I've also seen people stealing shoes out of shoe lockers and animes and, like, doing stuff with them. So, I mean, it's kind of like a mixed bag kind of thing. Huh?
お
Oh, Tsukasa.
よう獅子堂
Hey, Shoshiro.
司くん
Tsukasa.
今帰りか
Yeah, I'm heading home. Yeah.
なんだよその満面の笑みは
What's with that big grin? Oh, I'm just happy to see you.
なんでもない
It's nothing.
途
Why
中
don't we
ま
walk
で一緒
together?
に帰ろうよ
At least part of the way.
おああいいけど
Sure, I don't mind.
やった
Great.
司くんの顔を見たら
When I looked at
一瞬だ
Tsukasa's
けだけ
face,
ど
my
怖
fear
かったのが
vanished.
吹き飛んだ
If but for a
こういう
moment,
時
there are times
男の
when
子っ
it's
て
really
す
nice
ごく
to have
頼り
boys
にな
around, I
るなっ
thought.
て思う
At moments? What is that supposed to be? No, I'm kidding.
そばにいてくれたら心強
I
い
felt
なっ
like
て
as long as he
無
was
条
by
件
my
に思
side,
わせて
nothing
くれる
bad
か
could
ら
happen. Oh, that's sweet.
もちろんそれが気になっている
Didn't
人
hurt that I had a
なら
crush
さ
on
ら
him, of course.
雨は朝よりも弱まっていた
The rain had let up since that
その中を
morning, though.
私たち
It
は
was still
傘を
coming
差しな
down.
がら
The
歩
two of
く
us walked side by side, umbrellas
司
held
君と
high.
はたわいもない話でそ
Tsukasa
こそこ
talking,
笑ったりもし
laughing
たけ
the
ど
whole time.
でも私は
I
ど
probably
こ
came
か
off
ぎこ
as
ちなかったかもしれ
preoccupied.
ない
I'm sure it was
得体
awkward.
の知れない恐怖みたいなものがちらついて
A vague sense of
いつも
fear
みたいに
fickle,
振る舞えている自信はなかっ
flickered
た
into my mind, and it was making me extraordinarily self-conscious. I'm certain it must have been reflected by my behavior.
獅子堂
Shishido?
Hmm?
Oh, what's wrong? You
Well,
seem
Uncle,
preoccupied.
顔色悪いぞ
You look kind of pale. Did
どう
something
かした
happen?
あ
おい
Hey!
実は
Something scary
怖い
happened.
ことがあっ
怖い
Oh, the old lady?
私の様子があまりにもお
Probably
かしか
seemed
った
really
の
on
か
edge. Shikasa was
司
staring at
君
me.
が心なしか表情を
with concern.
真剣に話を聞いてくれようとしてい
I
る
was
のが分か
really
って
relieved that he
私は
asked,
ちょっ
though.
と嬉しく
It
な
felt good to tell him about what happened.
今抱えている恐怖をで
I
きるこ
filled
と
him
な
in
ら
on all the
司君と
details,
共有し
explaining
たか
how
った
they related to
だから
Kana's
私は
ghost
今
story.
朝あったことと
Did my
カ
absolute
ンナ
best
から
to
聞い
convey
た
the
怪談
dread
話を
I
使
was
った
feeling.
けど司君は
But Tsukasa was well. You know, I'm gonna turn down the voice volume. Okay. But Tsukasa was well.
は
The Seven
あ
Wonders
七不思議
of
ね
Kishigari High, huh?
うん
Yeah. So you
Nah,
actually
not
believe in
Shigeo
that stuff?
Shinjiru-nante.
Sometimes I wish I could
Yume
see the
ga
world
atte
through your
ii.
eyes. What?
ん
司君は
You don't think it's
怖くない
scary?
の
怖
Nah,
い
he's
っていう
not
か
a scaredy cat. Come on.
妙だとは思うけど
It's weird, but I wouldn't call it
で
scary.
もそ
I
の
wouldn't worry
謎の
about
ば
that
あちゃ
old
んと
woman.
七不思議なんて
で
Sure, it's
も
just a coincidence. There's never coincidences. I've learned there's never coincidences.
あんま深く考えない方がいいん
Wouldn't it
じ
be
ゃない
better to not dwell on it either way?
そのばあちゃんは確かに
I
気
mean,
味悪
yeah,
いけど
your
さ
encounter with her sounds like it
ちょっ
would
と
have been
変わった人だった
unsettling,
だけ
but she was
だ。
probably just a little off, you know?
そういうんじゃなくて
That's not the issue here.
解決方法を教えてほしかった
I
わけ
wasn't
じゃない
asking you to solve my problems for me. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on. He's trying to help. He's just trying to talk to you about it.
あのね
Look, I
私
just
は
wanted to
話を
vent,
聞いて
okay?
ほしかっただけな
I
の
just wanted you to listen.
話なら聞いたじゃんか。
You know, whenever people would like ask me, I'm like, well, actually, no, I never said this, but I heard this on somewhere. It's like, whenever someone talks to you, like, ask them, like, okay, we problem solving or are we just like venting? Are you just gonna like, just want to say stuff and just want me to be a, oh yeah, that sucks, man, yeah. Or do you want me to like, oh, we can do this to solve your problem or whatever? I'm more of the problem solving type, and whenever people like do that, it's like, no, I don't need help or anything. It's like, oh, okay. Then I just sit there, it's like, oh yeah.
だからそうじゃなくて
No, not like that. I don't get
わ
it.
かんねえよ。
Are you angry
なん
about
か
something?
男の子ってこういう考え
Guys
方を
always
す
do
る
this.
人によるのかもしれないけど
It varies from person to person, of course, but guys jump right into looking for solutions to your problems and giving you advice on what to do. Okay. Then you're not wrong, okay? I don't know if it's all guys, okay? But for me, yes. Yes, that is. I'm like Tsukasa here.
結果女子は
As
言
a
いたいことが
result,
言えなく
girls often can't be totally honest with them, or don't want to be. At any rate, are forced to bottle up their feelings. Okay. I guess this is a learning experience for me. I just need to shut up and just listen. I don't need to solve problems, okay? It's not my fault. Not my problem.
私は司君と恐怖を
I only
共有
wanted
したかった
Tsukasa to share in some of my
司
fears.
君が一緒に
If
怖
he
が
were
ってくれれ
scared
ば
with me, that would have
それで
been
よかったの
enough. Okay, so just go along. Okay. This is a learning experience, guys, okay? Like,
この時の私は気にする
I
な
didn't realize
って言
then
葉が
what Tsukasa was telling me is not to worry was his way of showing concern. I just thought he was brushing me off. Frankly, that annoyed me.
むく朝に見たおばあさんの顔が
My mind flashed back over and over again to the face,
何度
the
も頭の
eyes, the
中で
hoarse
フラッ
voice
シ
of
ュバ
that
ッ
old
クす
woman,
るそれが怪談話で増幅
amplified
さ
and
れて
distorted
じ
by
わ
the
じわ
ghost
と
story.
私の気持ちを暗く
These
した
images gradually darkened my mood.
あんなに怖い思いをしたんだから
Maybe I was traumatized by the
っていう甘
events
えや
I'd
八つ当た
experienced.
りの気持ちもあ
Or
った
maybe I
ん
was
だけ
just
ど
frustrated and needed to lash out. I don't know.
私と司君は
But for the
こ
first
の
time
時初め
ever,
て
things had
気ま
become
ずい雰囲気になった
uncomfortable between the two of us.
それじゃ
Okay, you're just he doesn't have a problem. It's you. You're just overthinking things, okay? Being a guy in this situation, like I know exactly what's happening, and she just like no. Oh, I mean neither one's wrong. She's not wrong. Neither person's wrong, but just kind of like ugh. Okay, Will, this is for me. Right?
シシド、
Shishido. He called out my name as I briskly walked away. I didn't really know why I was so angry or confused, but I did notice that his voice was tinged with
なん
concern.
かあったら
If anything should happen, feel free to contact me. See, he does care, okay? I considered turning back for a second, but changed my mind, pushing forward in a huff, leaving him behind.
ただいま
I'm home.
ゆい
Yui, welcome back.
うん
Oh, that doesn't seem like a good sounding voice. The old lady. Greeting me at the door, my mother wore a somber expression. I could tell right away that something had happened. I stared at her with scrunched eyebrows for an awkwardly long time before she reluctantly opened her mouth to
今
speak.
朝のおばあさんね
About the old woman from this morning. Yeah?
さっき亡くなった
The hospital
って
contacted me. She passed away a
病院
short
から
while
連
ago.
絡が
No!
残念なことだけど
I'm so sorry.
あなたは
You need to
明
stay
日の
focused on
推薦
tomorrow's
入試の
exam
ことだ
right
け
now,
考え
though.
ていなさ
Yeah. Okay, don't get me wrong. I agree with her for telling her, but if she has an exam tomorrow, it would probably have been best to just be like, oh yeah, didn't want to tell you because of your exam, but it'd probably been best to just like not tell her till tomorrow.
それじゃあのおばあさんの
After the
話は
exam,
これ
not
で
not
終
before
わ
the
り
exam.
さ
We should
ご
put this
飯に来てから
unpleasantness
着替えて
behind
ね
us. I'm getting dinner out right now, so now what about you go get
分
changed?
かった
Okay, I'll be in my room.
それじゃあ
ええ
I'll call you.
お母さんがキッチンへと引っ込ん
I
で
watched
い
my
くの
mom
を
work her
見
way
届け
to the kitchen,
私
then
はもぞもぞと靴を脱ぎ
wriggled out of my shoes. My mood was darkened
一
even
層
more.
司君にあんな態度を取ってしまっただけで
Tsukasa's
も
attitude
嫌
was
な気
bad
分だっ
enough,
たのに
but for that old woman to have
あ
died.
のおばあちゃんが
Returning to my room, I couldn't muster the energy to do anything but collapse into my chair and sprawl out on the desk. The last thing the old woman had said to me echoed again and again in my mind. I began wishing I had taken her more seriously. I should have accepted the paper doll and thanked her. I should have reassured her I wouldn't go to Heavenly Host Elementary. Exactly, okay? That's why I was like, it'd be creepy and stuff like that. I would have just took the paper doll scrap and just like, oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, the place didn't even exist anymore, for goodness sake. I was exhausted. I was taken to hell. It was a hell of a day, and I no longer had the energy to move. I needed to change out of my school clothes, but still sprawled out over the desk, my eyelids drooped and closed. I was out. Clock? Oh. I awoke with a start. The air in my room had gotten noticeably cooler, and I was shivering.
ちょっ
I must have fallen asleep. Rubbing my eyes, I glanced at the clock. The needles indicated it was 6:45.
ともうこんな時間
It's already this late? It was black outside my window, streaked with lines from the still pouring rain.
明日は晴れるといいんだ
Sure hope
け
it's
ど
sunny tomorrow. Sunny from my exam. The weight of what the next day held for me came rushing into my mind. I'd practiced the interview process with my teachers quite thoroughly, but it was still really nervous.
そうだ明日の
I need to
料
make
理
sure
を
I'm
して
ready
お
for
かなく
tomorrow.
ちゃ
There was still a little time before dinner. My mind swimming, I decided to take this opportunity to clean all the notes and textbooks I wouldn't need tomorrow from my bag. Smart move, but I was not that type of person. I kept everything on me. Like, my first few weeks of school, I kept all my books, all my notebooks, everything. And it was horrible. It wasn't until, like, the first quarter or something like that, the end of the first quarter, that I'm like, okay, these classes don't use these books. I might as well put them up.
残しておく
Let's see. Student ID needs to stay, obviously. Handkerchief and tissues.
受験票も忘れずに
Gotta make sure I don't forget my exam ticket.
それから
Oh, and my pen
ペンケー
case.
スあれ
Huh?
嘘
Where's my pen
ペンケ
case?
ースがないここに
Did I leave it at
忘
school?
れてきちゃったさーっと血の気
My
が引
face
いた
suddenly went pale.
別に筆記用具で困った
Really,
わ
I
けじゃ
shouldn't
な
have been
い
too concerned
家
over
にはいくらでも
writing
代わりがある
implements. We had tons at home.
だ
Exactly.
けどあの中には
But that case
Tsukasa
held the
君から
pencil that
借りた
Tsukasa had
受
given
験
me
必
for
勝鉛
guaranteed
筆が入っ
success
てい
on
る
my
のだ
exam.
取ってこなくちゃ
I have to go get it. Oh my gosh.
私ちょっと学校に忘れ物取りに行ってくる
Hey mom, I forgot something at school, so I'm gonna run back for a sec. Okay, it's already 6:45. Does the school stay open all day? I mean, like, I think it'd be closed down. Plus, you can just get it the morning of the exam, right? Let's go a little bit early.
えもうす
But
ぐ
dinner's
ご飯
almost
でき
ready.
るわよ
すぐ戻るから
That's okay. I'll come right home.
そう
Alright.
雨も降っている
It's
し
still ready though, so be
気をつ
careful.
けて
Don't forget your umbrella.
あの鉛筆は絶対
That
に
pencil
明日
was
試験
one
会場
thing
に
I
持っていかな
absolutely
ければ
needed to
ならない
bring
もの
with
の
me
一つ
to the test.
だから
And
私は
so, without
迷うこと
hesitation,
なく
I
学
ran
校
back
に
down the
戻る
road.
道を選ぶ降りしき
school.
る雨の中足元に
I was
気を
sprinting as
配りながら
close to full
全
speed
速
as I
力で
could.
走る走ってい
Get
る
without slipping in the
ちら
downpour.
り
Okay.
と頭をよぎる
All the while, the numbers
起
of
きた
my
時の時間
bedroom clock ran through my mind.
6時45
6:45. If Kana's story was still to be believed, Yoshi haunted the school building at 7.
夜の7時校門前について
As soon as I arrived at the gate, I glanced up at the large clock.
校舎についている大時計が
It was now
指し示す時間は
6:55.
6時放課後のヨシエさんの怪談
Yoshi
話
after
が
school. I went over the whole scenario in my head again, as best as I could recall. The lights are still on. That's a good sign.
10月
After classes on a rainy day in October,
夜
7 at night.
あのおばあちゃん
Did that older woman somehow know this would happen?
やだなもう
Get a hold of yourself,
階
Yui.
段なんてあんなの
It's some old campfire tale.
込み上げてくる
Is it
恐
now?
怖を抑えつけるために声を出して
I was
自分を
talking to
叱咤する
myself, reprimanding myself in an effort to quell the fear. that was welling up in my pit of my stomach.
見上げた校舎に人影はない。
There wasn't a soul to be seen
こ
on
ん
the
な時間
grounds.
なら生徒はもう
By
帰
this
宅して
time,
いるだろうし
students had all gone
先
home.
生だってどれくらいの
I wondered
こと
if
言う
any
のか
teachers were still around.
けれど廊下の電気はまだすべて
Fortunately, the lights were still on. Yeah, exactly.
あれ
And it
だ
was
け明
bright
るけれ
enough
ば
that I felt
そこまで
confident
怖い思
I
いを
could
し
make
な
it to
く
the
ても
classroom
教
without
室ま
freaking
で
out.
行けるよし
I'll just run up, grab the
パッ
case,
と済ました
then right back down. Fold up my soaked umbrella. Oh, the sound of the shoes. Oh my gosh, that's ASMR. Yeah, so fold up the umbrella, left it on the rack by the entrance, and change into my indoor shoes. Then entered the brightly lit hallway. It's lit, man. Hallway. I took another look around. I guess I was right.
やっぱり
Nobody's home.
生徒は誰も残ってないみたい
There's gotta be someone around. They wouldn't leave the lights on at all times. That's a waste of energy at the big building. My deep sigh echoed through the deadly silent corridor. Ordinarily, the din of other students would drown out the noise like this, but every little sound was coming through crystal clear at this late hour.
急がなくちゃもうすぐ
I
7
need
時
to
だ
hurry. It's almost 7. There's no way you got in there in 5 minutes and you're gonna get out. There's no way. I nervously sauntered toward classroom 3-4, picking up speed as it occurred to me to do so.
今朝のおばあさんね
About that old woman from the morning, she passed away a short while ago.
その天神小学校で
It said that one day after school, a female teacher who had been patrolling the grounds slipped and fell down the staircase and
誤っ
died.
てかその日は10月の
The accident took place on a rainy October
ちょうど
day,
今日
just
みた
like
い
this
に
one,
雨が降る放
and
課後で
occurred just after 7
時
at
刻
night.
はこういう日は
And
吉井さんが
supposedly,
出るんだって
Yoshi still appears on days like this.
天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づ
Ever
いていない
unaware that
吉
she
井さん
died
は
at Heavenly Host,
木更木
these
学園
many
の
years
廊下を
ago.
見回って歩いてい
She
るんだ
now
よ
walks the halls of Kishiragi Academy, believing them to be her own.
もう
What's wrong with me?
考えてるの
Why am I
よ
letting this bother me so much? Tsukasa was right. I shouldn't dwell on this.
翼くんも言ってたし
Thunder. Perfect timing. Lightning flashed and thunder resounded with impeccable timing. I jumped in spite of myself.
とにかく
I asked you to hurry up and get
教
out
室に行って
up these stairs,
ペンケース取って
grab the pen case, and get the hell out of this creepy building. No ghost should show up in the well-lit building like this, right? And even if they did, they wouldn't be very scary under these bright lights.
あのペンケースに入ってる鉛筆
I
は
absolutely need that pencil
明日の試験
case
に
for
どうしても
tomorrow's.
必要なの。
Need that pencil, sorry, for tomorrow's test.
だってあれは
It's my good luck
翼くんが
charm,
くれた
after all,
お守り
and it's
なのよ。
Tsukasa. It's from Tsukasa. I picked up the pace as I continued to head straight for room 3-4. Oh, that sound. I hate it. First in the right ear, then in the left.
中等部の方は
The
もう
middle school is already pitch black. I guess there really is no one else around here right now.
それにしても
And this hallways feel longer today than it ever has before. Was it always like this? Can't imagine it ever be on time. I'd never be on time if it were. I continued my brisk walk down the possible long hallway toward my goal, jumping every now and again whenever another thunderclap sounded. Kishiraki Academy is comprised of both the middle school and a high school, and this evening it really felt like it was flaunting its massive size. That is a very long hallway. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 different classrooms, or each one of these a classroom? I don't know. Didn't help that my classroom was in the high school wing, which happened to be past the middle school, making it seem much farther away.
いつもは賑やかな場所が
When a building that's usually so full of life goes completely quiet, it becomes such a lonely place.
雨の音が
I swear I could hear every drop of rain. I can too, it's fine. I was focusing on the scant few sounds around me as I paced down the long, lonely corridor. Then, all of a sudden, I heard a faint noise, as if someone was playing an organ.
今の
That was just my imagination, right? I mean, it has to be.
こんな時間に音楽室で楽器を鳴らす人
There's no way anyone would still
い
be
るわけ
here,
ないし
practicing right now. I took a deep breath, trying to calm my nerves. It's probably the sound of the rain. with the wind and thunder mixing. It all sounded like an organ, that's all. I was convinced. I kept walking. Do you have to pass the music room? That's my question. But then, I heard the same noise again. This time, much more clearly. It was unmistakable. That is nice. No way. No.
やだ
I was paralyzed with fear. My heart was pounding as if struggling to break free of someone's sinister grip.
きっとまだ吹奏
It's
楽部の
probably
こと
just
か
some
先生
devoted
が
member
残
of
っ
the
て弾いてるん
band
だね
or a teacher who's working
そうだ
late. I'm just being
そう
stupid.
決まってるじゃん
Exactly, just keep going. Thinking about it, I vaguely recall someone mentioning the upcoming performance for the wind instrument club. I guess an organ would qualify. Is an organ a wind instrument? I was in band, but I mean, we never had to learn about organs or anything. It might be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have to put air through them. So yeah, it's a wind instrument. Somebody must have been stayed late to practice, that's all.
何でもかんでも怖い話に
I can't get
直結さ
that
せちゃい
damn
けない
ghost story out of my head. Took another deep breath and tried again to calm my overly jittery nerves.
怖いと思ったら何でも
Anything
怖
can
く
be
思
scary
え
if
る
you
もの
think
だ
it
よ
is.
ね
I'd heard that if you let your imagination run too wild, fear can even make you see things that aren't there. And my imagination was most definitely running wild.
あとちょっとで教室だから
Almost
走
there.
っていこう
Might as well sprint the rest of the way. No running in the hallways, Missy. I decided to dash toward my classroom so I could get out of the way, this hall, as quickly as possible. See, nothing in here, okay? Nothing to be worried about. Nothing in the windows. Hopefully nothing in this cabinet. Finally reached a familiar door. I swiftly opened it and flicked on the lights.
やっと
Alright,
た
I
どり着
made
いた
it. Now I just have to
あとは
absolutely
ペン
certain
ケ
I
ー
don't
スを
leave
忘
here
れないように
without that
しな
pen
く
case
ちゃ
again. Thanks to all my unexpected pauses to freak out over the thunder and lightning, it took me far longer than it should have to get here. It was already well past 7.
7時か
7 o'clock, huh? It was the appointed time, when the ghost of a teacher was supposed to appear, at least, according to the school's legend.
何も
No one
ないじゃん
dead educators here. I let out a sigh of relief, relaxing my shoulders a bit. The lights were on both inside the classroom and out in the hallway. Oh, that's bad. So you could be sitting inside and then someone can like turn off the lights from the outside. Oh my gosh. Why would you give me that information? The lights are going to turn off. Sure, it was still dead silent, but the fear I'd been feeling had completely melted away.
全然怖く
Yeah,
ない
there's
よ
nothing to be afraid of. The 7 wonders aren't
七
real.
不思議だなんて嘘だったんだな
I grabbed the pen case I'd come back for and shoved it into my pocket.
よしこれで任務完了
Mission
だね
accomplished. With my long ordeal behind me, more or less, I looked around the classroom and let out another sigh. I'd only ever known this classroom when it was bustling with activity, thus found it eerily silent and utter stillness to my oddly fascinating.
教室に私一人
Such a strange feeling being alone
な
in
ん
a
だか不
classroom
思
like
議な
this.
感じがするな
I got the idea in my head to try doing something I normally wouldn't be able to, like standing at the teacher's podium and writing all on the blackboard.
こ
Ugh.
んなシチュエーションめったにない
Chances like
し
this don't come around too often, after all. To me, the area behind that podium from which teachers could conduct their lessons was like a sacred space. Oh my. I dreamed about standing there myself one day, couldn't resist its pull when presented with a rare opportunity like this.
今なら誰も見てない
No one's looking. Might as well go behind there, yeah. To my classmates, they would seem like such a silly, stupid dilemma. But it didn't change the way I felt at that moment.
どうしようかな
Should I or shouldn't I? No one's here, okay? No one's here. And what is the point of not going behind there? So stand at the teacher's podium. Yeah.
少しだけ
Go ahead and
先生
do
の
it.
気分を味わっちゃえ
How can I pass it up? It's a chance to feel like a real teacher. I decided I had to try it. During daily cleanup and such, I'd come and gone from this spot countless times. But this was the first time I'd ever had an opportunity to stand here and preside over the classroom.
そうか
So this is how it looks to a
先生
teacher,
から
huh?
こんな風になんかちょっとドキド
It's
キ
kind of
する
awe-inspiring. The thoughts. Oh my gosh. I wanted to kind of be a teacher for a little bit. My, I don't know. It's going to be a little bit different though when kids are there, okay? It's not going to be just like, this is nice, but then when all the kids are talking and maybe not listening to you. Oh. Getting a teacher's point of view in the most literal sense was starting to get me really fired up. It may seem silly now, but this was my stage. This is where all my dreams could play out. Oh. Someday. I began to imagine the future that awaited me, painstakingly detailing some new piece of knowledge for students sitting attentively at their desks. Gliding chalk across the board, filling it with information to aid them in their studies.
いつか
I sure hope I can make the cut one of these days. Oh, that music again! Please stop! I was getting so excited that even I began to think my behavior was a little strange. Maybe it was juxtaposition of these joyous spring visions and the prickling dread. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'd been feeling up until just a minute or two, but then at the blink of eye, one of the two conflicting emotions completely overpowered the other. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. So did someone on the outside turn off the light, or since it's raining and thunder, and did like the power go out? That is the question. Or the even creepier thing that someone is inside the classroom with you, just a little bit to the side here, that just turned off the light. That is the even creepier aspect. Is this a blackout? Suddenly, my surroundings were bathed in darkness. Going stiff with shock, I stumbled back a step. Do you have a light? Please tell me you have a light. My back struck the blackboard with a dull thud. Oh, it's the ghost sound. What awful timing. I grabbed hold of the railing where the racer sat. I felt chalk dust against my fingertips. I hate that feeling. My panicking heartbeat was making it difficult to breathe. Was this caused by the thunderstorm? If so, it sure picked a fine time to turn the lights out on me. What's more, I can still hear the sound of the organ. But no, it's an electric organ. How is that even possible with no power? Okay, how do you know? I don't know. You must not go! Oh my gosh. Was this what the old woman was trying to warn me about? That's impossible. She was no fortune teller or psychic. As far as I was aware, how could she possibly have known this would happen? Hell, even if she were a fortune teller or a psychic, predicting the future is stuff of science fiction. I shook my head. No. Need to calm down. Maybe it's just this wing that lost power. The music room is still okay. That seemed plausible, right? I curled my chalk dust fingertips into a fist. Silently tried to talk some sense into myself. Gotta get out of here. I should have been playing teacher. I should have been in and out by now. Cursing myself a little, I fumbled my way through the darkened classroom. Oh, what'd you hit? I spent so much time in here, you'd think I'd be able to find a way out with my eyes closed, as it were. But sadly, that was not the case. Smashing loudly into a desk, I knocked it on its side, began tumbling after it instinctively, grabbing at other desks around me for support. Oh. It sounded like I knocked a lot of stuff out of that desk. Guess I need to put everything back. Still fumbling around blindly, I gathered up all the scattered notes, textbooks, writing utensils. I can't tell what's what. This is so embarrassing. What the heck am I doing? Wasn't I supposed to hurry home? I'm such a klutz. I let out a sigh. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. This is a textbook, and this is a notebook, right? I was trying to take inventory of all the things I knocked out of the desk, then realized why. I might as well just stand up and stuff it all back in. I couldn't possibly organize it properly in absolute darkness. Better just apologize tomorrow to whoever sits here. Not that that was a particularly pleasant prospect. Explaining what I had done wouldn't be easy, no matter as I sugarcoat it. if I didn't say anything, it's not like I'd be found out, but it would be the same as lying as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't do that. I can feel that. I don't have that problem as much now. I've kind of learned, but like, just don't say things that you don't need to. I mean, it's one of the things like, oh yeah, you might feel a little bit bad, but yeah.
こ
I
れ
think I
が
got
最
everything.
後かな。
I placed my hands against the floor and swept it around, feeling anything might be there. Please don't hit a shoe. Please don't hit a shoe. And I found something, alright.
やだ。
Well, what is
何こ
this?
れ。
It's all slimy and
なんだか
gross.
ぬるぬるして。
I clearly brushed my fingertips across something. I had no idea what. It was no notebook. Or writing implement. Though, that's for sure.
机の中からなんで
Why would somebody
ブニブニ
have
した
something
もの
like
が
this in their desk? Maybe I'd been on the floor all along.
なんだろう
What is this stuff?
これ。
I rubbed my sticky fingertips a bit deeper into the wet spot. Don't! Then I brought my hand up close to my face so I could get a better look at what it is. Why would you stick it deeper? Ah. What on earth did I just touch? Ugh! There was a flash of lightning almost immediately joined by a roaring thunderclap. And with it for a split second, the pitch black classroom lit up bright as day. Oh, that's not good. Is that blood? Looked like it. I shot up to my feet, utterly mortified. In that split second, I'd gotten a very good look at my fingertips. It really did seem like it were covered in blood. But it wasn't just my hand, no. It was my vision, where, if my peripheral vision was to be trusted, it looked like the entire classroom was deep red crimson.
そういえば
Crap, it kind of smelled like blood in here too.
生臭い気がする。
Without thinking, I backed away from where I'd been crouching. I tried rationalizing what I saw. How could a whole classroom become a bloodbath like this? Did something spill? Did someone stumble in here injured? That would not leave all that. Someone would have to completely explode for there to be that much blood.
ありえない。
This isn't
そ
possible.
んな。
It can't be.
何よ
I mean,
これ。
how? My whole body was quaking. I fled from the classroom. Or rather, I tried to flee. Oh. It won't open. No, please, no.
鍵なんてかかってなかったのに。
I don't remember locking it.
今だ
It
って
wasn't
鍵は
locked.
かかってないよ。
Why can't I get it open?
どうして？
Oh, did I choose the wrong option? I don't think just standing at the teacher's podium would cause this much problem. Oh my gosh. I should probably end this episode here. We're at like 30-something minutes, so. We'll leave this off here. Oh yeah. I'm going to be going to a different shift at work, so like the days that I post stuff might change a little bit. I'll still be posting 3 times a week, but it might not be at the exact same times as usual. So don't be surprised if you're like, oh, it's, let me see, Sunday night I start uploading, so like Monday, it's like, oh, a new video of whatever would be out. No. Well, it still might be Monday, but like just, it might be a little different. Hopefully I like the new shift, hopefully. But yeah, times might change for when things are uploaded, but I'll still try to upload 3 times. And I've even thought about maybe uploading more than 3 times a week, because like, right now, I have videos like ready for up to next week, like next Friday. So I mean, I've got plenty of videos saved up. It's just that internet's not fast to upload stuff, so it takes like 8 hours to upload like 30-minute video. Like, it's insanely long. That's why I don't stream still. But uploading is possible as long as I give it enough time. So I mean, maybe, I don't know, I'm still thinking about that, but anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.